I am Sarah, the modern day shaman and spiritual mentor, and I am an absolute master at energy, and I'm really good. It's my superpower, guys, to get inside your unconscious mind, your unconscious energy, and collect the pieces of you that you've forgotten are there, bring them back so that you can actually really step into your own power and live a life that is amazing and abundant. I'm going to talk to you today about how you can win your own game of life. Now, I have got my computer glasses on, so it means that I'm not going to be able to read your comments until the end. So if you've got something to ask me, stick it in the comments and I will come back later. Wave at me and let me know you're here. I can't wait to see that you're with me. So let's talk about the game of life, shall we, a little bit. There are certain beliefs out there, cultural beliefs out there. You know, life's a bitch, you only get one life. So they say, I don't actually believe that one, because I'm really invested in past lives and incarnation. Life, though, is for living. But it seems that our culture gives us a few rules, and I wonder if you've heard of any of them. You know, there's the always say please and thank you, always open the door for a lady if you're a guy, drive on the proper side of the road. Now, it's on the right for anyone else. Of course, I grew up in England. Get an education, get a job, leave home, get married, have kids, strive to pay the mortgage and wish for more money, more holidays, enough retirement money that you can be comfortable. You spend time gardening, you spend time playing golf, you look after the grandchildren, and then you watch your funeral from the heavens. Now, that is a little synopsis of where I think my life would have gone if I hadn't had the kind of spiritual kick up the proverbial asses that I've had. These rules are culturally learned rules, and they are subjective. More importantly, guys, they stifle your true life. They kill you, the inside. So I started to think, okay, well, if those aren't the rules of the game of life, what are they? Because I really truly do believe that life is a game. You know, it's how we play it that makes a difference. And I've come up with a few different rules here that I like to break sometimes, but not very often, because they're kind of really expansive. So rule number one on how I win my own game of life is always be true to yourself. Whatever you do, wherever you find yourself, always do what feels right for you. Don't be swayed by others. Stand up for who you are and speak from your heart. Now, that for me is really seriously important. Authenticity for me is right up there in the kind of triangle of things that mean most. Rule number two, your thoughts are massively powerful. What you think about yourself will be shaping the energy that you give off to others. If you find yourself spiraling into negative, complaining thoughts, and you know, frankly, we do sometimes, don't we? Change them. If you notice that about yourself, think of 5 things that you have in your life that you are grateful for right now, and shift the energy upwards. You know, if I go into it, I always think about the sunrise, the moon, the stars, our earth, and my family. And I very easily am able to then sink into my heart and find that lovely energy of gratitude, and it does change things. Rule number 3, be kind. First to yourself. Very important, that one. First to yourself. Second to others. It's really amazing how living in kindness changes how you feel about yourself and the world. Really does give you a whole different view. Rule number 4 in my rules of how to win your own game of life. This is a good one. You always have a choice. You really do. Sometimes, though, those choices may be unpalatable, but the choice to do something or not to do something will always be yours. But I have no choice. I have to work. I hear that often. Yeah, you do. And this is valid. This is a really valid reason. But ultimately, you do have a choice. You are an adult with your own power. You can choose to leave your job. You can choose to not go to work. Yes, you will have to take the consequences of the choices that you make. You have to take the consequences of the actions. But you do have the choice, always. Rule number 5 in my top 5. Live by example. Now, you, me, we can't change the world in a day, in a week, in a month, in a year. What you can do, though, is change yourself. And if you find you don't like what is happening in the world, look to yourself. Is the world mirroring something in you? Can you do something in a small way to make the world a better place? What comes to mind here is kindness again. Kindness to yourself, to our planet, God bless her, and to our fellow man. Now, Michael Jackson sang a great song, and I'm not going to sing it to you, but the lyrics are, I'm starting with the man in the mirror and I'm asking him to change his ways. Now, if you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. And there you have it. My 5 rules to this game of our lives. Pretty easy, aren't they, really? Huh? They're kind of no-brainers. Ultimately, though, we are all responsible for our own lives. This game is meant to be fun. So start having some. This game is not about pushing water uphill. And if you feel like you are in your life, or if you feel that your life is hard, or if you feel like your life is unfair, or if you feel like life is difficult, have a look at what it is that you can change. And it might be something really small, or it might be something huge. I know about 12 years ago, I changed my life massively. I decided I really was enough. And I realized that the life that I had surrounded myself with reflected that my old limiting belief that I wasn't enough. So I had everything had to go, and it did. And it was very brutal in the way that I did it. I tend to do that. I tend to jump right in. And it took me a long time to overcome the destruction that I had created, but I did. And I wouldn't change it now, never, never, never. And I took through all of that time of reinventing my life and myself, a strong feeling of the best is yet to come. I know this is for me. I know I have a choice. I am going to get to the place where I am comfortable and I'm loved and I'm abundant. And do you know what, guys? I am there. I've done it. I know that there's more for me. And I want to inspire you guys, if I can, to find that feeling within yourself. Whatever it is that you're coming up against at the moment, you have a choice to change it. Go do it. If you want support with that, I would love to help you. And in 2 weeks' time, I'm going to be hosting my second mini mastermind, Modern Day Shaman Mastermind Light. And we're going to be looking at our personal energetic systems and how they connect with our earth and how we limit ourselves in terms of infinite possibilities that are available to us. I was talking on my own group today about the hummingbird. The hummingbird has an amazing ability to hover. It can swim, fly backwards, fly forwards, fly sideways, and spiral. Now, science says that it should not be able to do that. But science obviously hasn't told the hummingbird, because the hummingbird can do these things. It is connected to its own infinite possibilities. It has created a life where it can hover, spiral, go backwards, go forwards, be exactly the right shape to get that wonderful nectar out of the orchid. So I'd say to you, be the hummingbird. Never mind what you've told yourself you can't do. You can. Go find something that you are afraid of, lean into it, jump over the hurdle, and get to that place on the other side where your dreams are. I would love to see you in my mastermind part 2. The link is above. It's £49 for 4 days of live streaming with me, and support the whole way through it. Come and join me. Last time we had 50 people on. The energy was huge, and it was the more people that we have joining in, the better the experience for all of us, including me. I love holding that many people in their expansion. If you've got questions, stick them in the comments. As I said, I've got my computer glasses on and I can't read it. So I'll come back afterwards when I come off of this live stream, and I will answer everybody individually if you've got comments. If you've got fears that or limiting beliefs that are coming up because of what I've been talking about, because of the 5 things I've given you in how you can win your game of life, bring them to the thread. Let me help you. Okay, guys, lots of love. Talk to you soon. Bye.